This video is about how to start lab chapters 5 to 6. Lab chapters 5 to 6 uses StatCrunch. Go to Open StatCrunch. Go to Data, Load, My Groups, Math 34, Holtman LMC, and the first graph comes from Lab chapters 5 to 6, data.csv. I need to create a histogram from the data I collected in lab chapters 5 to 6 data collection, and this will be in the column labeled with my name. I don't want the histogram to be labeled with my name. I want the histogram to be labeled with number of successes, parentheses, ones or twos, close parentheses, enter. Now I want to make a histogram, so I go to Graph, Histogram. I select the column that I have just named, number of successes, ones or twos. I want to create a probability density histogram, so I select type density. For the bins, I start at -1/2. For the bin width, I have 1. I want to overlay a distribution that is normal so that I can compare the histogram shape to a normal distribution. I want to put a marker at the mean. I also want markers 2 standard deviations below the mean and 2 standard deviations above the mean. So I'm going to select Add Custom and type mean x minus 2 times std x. Add custom mean x plus 2 times std x and compute. Now I want to add a title, actually a subtitle below the title. So I go to the bottom left corner and use the menu, and the subtitle is going to be binomial probability histogram, density histogram, comma, n equals 1, comma, p, population proportion, equals 1/3. Okay, now I want to paste the histogram into my report. I'm on a Windows machine. I'm going to go to Options, Copy. I'm going to right click and then I'm going to use Control-Alt-V. right click, copy image. I'm going to go to Word. I'm going to go Control Alt V and device independent bitmap. On a Macintosh, it will give me different instructions. Instead of right click and Control Alt V, the instructions in the yellow window will say something else. And save my Word document. Make sure you give your Word document a name. And save your StatCrunch document also. Data, save, and we want to save the results. And we want to overwrite the existing file. For part 2 of the exploratory data analysis, we want to go to Data, Load, My Groups, Math34 Holtman LMC, Lab Chapters 5 to 6, Data Binomial out of 4, and again I want to find the column with my name. If I go back to the previous set of data, I look at me and the 4 people next to me, and I see that of these 4 dice, one of them was a success. And if I look at the first trial, the first row, I see 1 success. If I go back to the original data, lab chapters 5 to 6 data, and I look at the second row, the second time I rolled my die, the second trial, and I look at myself and the next 3 people, so I have 4 dice. I see that out of these 4 dice, there were 2 successes. And here I see my 2 successes in the second trial out of 4 dice. If I look at the original data file and I see out of these 4 dice for the third trial, I see that out of these 4 dice in the third trial, there was just 1 success this time. And there is my one success. On the lab assignment, page 2, at the bottom, that was number 2A, and at the top of page 3, that was Roman numeral I. For the rest of page 3, I'm going to construct a histogram of my column of data of the file lab chapters 5 to 6 data binomial out of 4, where each number represents the number of successes out of a sample of 4 dice. If you need more help with the lab, then you can go to Canvas and click on Student Hours. You can either click on the scheduled student hour, or you can find an empty spot and email me, for example, that you would like to set up an appointment on Thursday at 11 o'clock. I hope this video helps you with the lab.